But in the meantime, a private estate developer is blaming managers as the Lands Commission for creating a system which frustrates clients. The developer, who spoke to Joy News on grounds of anonymity, disclosed that he had to offer bribes to officials at the commission before he got his lands documents approved. Here's another excerpt from our latest hotline documentary, Land Wars, which seeks to address the lapses in the country's land administration.
Yayo, as I decide to call him for the purposes of this documentary, spoke to me on the condition of anonymity. The private developer laments how some top directors at the Lands Commission forced him to cough up over 150,000 Ghana cedis in bribe before registering a 60-acre land he legitimately acquired.
I approached the commission with my indentures. Like, look, I want to register this property. I did my application and I got the receipts. Now, here comes the delay, and I keep calling to follow up, and nothing is happening. So I have to get someone in there who can assist me with the follow-ups. And the guy was like, okay, if I can do this for you, I'm taking, give me 25,000 Ghana cedi. I'll do the entire follow-up for you.
25,000 Ghana cedis.
That's just the beginning.
Wow.
I'll do the entire follow-up for you. So what choice do I have? I mean, I have a project coming up, and here I am being held by a government department that is supposed to be backing my business, giving me the support I need as an entrepreneur. It's not coming. So what do I have to do? I said, okay, no problem. Have these 10,000 cedis. Start work. Let me see how far you can get me to. Then I can top up the rest for you. So that's how the whole thing started. So nobody approached me to say, look, pay me this amount of money. Then
the system frustrated you to start paying out?
The system made me do that because I had no choice.
And then you paid and paid and paid,
yes,
and paid, and now you've gone past 100,000.
Yes, to get my final document. Even the day of picking it, the day of picking my final documents, I still had to make payments.
He also laments how actions of land guards and officials at the Lands Commission influence developers to pay in excess of double the original amount of lands.
But sometimes you end up paying for the same property multiple times. By the time you go there the next day, these men are standing there asking you to vacate the place, and you have no choice than to meet the person who sends those land guards there to renegotiate and make another payment. So it's a whole mess.
The developer also blames the current legislation as a contributing factor to the corrupt practices in the country's land management system.
The system cannot change unless Ghanaians change. When people go to work, they just have to deliver for the reason why they're in the office. But if they will have to frustrate you, something that is supposed to take a few days now takes years. As a business person, how do you know that? You want results. I want to see the law backing the registration process. That look, transfer of property from owner to from vendor to purchaser shouldn't take more than 30 working days, 30 business days. In some countries, once you submit an application in a government office, they have 30 days turnaround period, processing time, by which you should have a response. If that is done in Ghana, it will be so hard for the system to get corrupt.
And that was a part of our latest hotline documentary, Land Wars. Expect the last part of Land Wars on Joy News shortly.